I'm Issy Frost and I work at INEOS Grangemouth. I'm Assistant Product Manager, but I also lead our outreach activities.
Amazing. So can you tell us a little bit what inspired you to become a volunteer mentor with MCR Pathways?
I'd seen the ad through the STEM Ambassadors website, and I thought I'd really like to give that a crack. I want to learn a bit more about it. I've volunteered a lot in the past, but since starting the job up here, I didn't really see any opportunities that I could volunteer whilst being at work. There's obviously a lot going on in my day job, and so this was the opportunity to take an hour out and try something new.
And ultimately, you go through the process of registering, and then we have the nice wee one-to-one conversation where we get to know you a little bit better, and then ultimately you progress to the training. So can you tell me a little bit about your experience with MCR Pathways training?
I thought that the process was really thorough. It definitely settled my nerves on what's expected of me, what should I give versus what is the responsibility of others, and I thought that the matching process was very specific to me, which I liked as well. And when you have to note your common interests or your interests so they can match with your young person, I thought that was really good.
And then ultimately you complete your training, and then there's that wee wait, and then you receive that wonderful email saying you've been matched with a young person. Sometimes it can feel very real at that moment, I guess.
Yeah, it was daunting because you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this, and am I capable of mentoring someone else? And so it was exciting, but when I turned up at school for the first time, I was nervous.
And how did that first experience go for you? So I guess you're quite nervous in the car park, and then you walk to the school gates, and then it starts. So how was that experience for you?
Yeah, you walk in and you think, I'm the mentor here, so I've got to act like one. I met with the Pathways coordinator and then with my young person, and we went on a walk around the school. She gave me a tour. I think that was a really good way of starting off the relationship, because it's not just sit down face to face. It's much more, let's talk about what happens in that classroom and things like that. So it does, I think for both of us, it does settle the nerves and get you in the swing of things.
And we talk about the power of connection here to really achieve sort of positive changes, and I guess in many ways positive change can be measured in lots of different ways. So I think to start with, what does that word connection mean to you when it comes to mentoring?
I think connection is building a relationship, and it's definitely one that works in both ways. Does she trust me, and can she confide in me, and can I give advice to her? And I can see that over the last year we have built a connection, because we've gone from very easy questions like what is your favorite color to applying for jobs. And I think if I'd gone back a whole year ago, I wouldn't imagine where we are today.
So it's incredible stuff. And as you were saying, just sometimes you can expect massive positive change, this really obvious thing, but you're right, it's just these subtle changes over the course of time. And I guess it's that consistency that's key, isn't it? It's just consistently turning up every week that makes that difference, would you say?
Definitely. And some weeks, especially when we started, we'd just go into the sports hall and throw a netball around for an hour and ask questions, and it made it much more stress-free, but it did make you think, well, I'm not sure what we're getting out of it, but then you do see over time it builds up, and then you build the trust, and then you can move on to the next thing.
You talked about your role here at INEOS as a product manager. Am I correct in saying? Have I got that correct?
Yeah.
Excellent. So I was thinking, and we were talking about with Charles and Debbie earlier on as well, that mentoring can also have a massively positive impact on you too. So has there been any elements from your mentoring experience that you've taken forward in your role at INEOS?
I think the main thing is the confidence that I've built over the last year, because like I said, you suddenly become the mentor, and so you have to be able to approach things in a different way, and being so junior within the company, it's really helped me think, I can do this. I can do it when I'm at the school for an hour, so why can't I do it now? And so, yeah, I think the main thing is the confidence in myself.
That's amazing. Well, thanks for sharing. I really appreciate that. And then just in closing, Issy, what would be your message to anybody considering becoming a volunteer mentor with MCR Pathways?
Do it. Just if you're interested and if you've heard about it and you think that could be a bit of me, give it a crack. I've not looked back. I think it's the best thing, and I think it's great to, if I was working in your charity, it must be so great to be part of something that really makes a difference to people's lives. I know I'd heard with the other interviews, it's just an hour a week, but it's, yes, you're there for an hour, but the benefits that you get, they go far beyond that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Issy.
Thank you.